Hi, thanks for taking the time to view this video. My name is Koines, and I've taught this course on risk assessment and management for the past 25 years. I've enjoyed each and every class that I've taught over the years. While I've taught this course online many times, I'm still searching for better ways to translate the in-class experience I've tried to give students into the online format. I always tell my students that comments and suggestions are welcome. I'll begin with a few words about myself. First, please call me Art. Although I spent too many years as a part-time graduate student, I never completed the thesis requirements for my PhD. It's a long story, so no need to refer to me as Dr. Koines. If you're interested, take a look at my biographical sketch in LinkedIn. I've done many things over the course of my career and would be happy to talk with you about them. Now, my goal for every student in this course is as follows. This course is about the role of science in environmental decision-making. While acquiring a basic understanding of the science, mainly environmental toxicology, is important, I don't expect anyone to become a black belt toxicologist in this class. I'm no black belt toxicologist myself. Rather, my goal for you is to understand how the science is used, what its strengths and weaknesses are, and how to ask good penetrating questions if you're ever involved in an environmental risk assessment. I'd like for you to leave the course with the confidence that you could assemble and lead a team of specialists to conduct a risk assessment. That's a very attainable goal for you. The environmental field needs people who can comfortably work at the intersection of environmental policy and science. More generally, I want you to understand the general scientific methods and processes used to conduct human health and ecological risk assessments. I want you to understand how an environmental risk, properly framed, can provide powerful insights into possible risk management strategies, how the limitations of available science and information affect the risk assessment and management process and communication with the public. I want you to know what questions to ask in order to gain a systematic understanding of the causes of environmental problems, and to know what shapes public perceptions of environmental risks and how to use better information to sometimes reshape those perceptions. I want you to be able to develop and explain a basic risk assessment on an environmental problem of your choice using readily available information. And I want you to be able to present, describe, and critique a risk management strategy based upon a clear understanding of the risk. Finally, I want you to be familiar with basic sources of information used to develop human health and ecological risk assessments. I want you to be familiar with arguments for and against relying on risk assessment as the basis for establishing environmental priorities, setting regulatory standards, and making site-specific management decisions. Your grade in the class would be determined as follows. You'll do 2 individual student presentations for 40% of your class grade. You'll do 2 group exercises for a total of 15% of your class grade. You'll offer advice and suggestions to your classmates on their individual presentations for 10% of your grade. And you will post weekly to the class discussions for 35% of your class grade. I hope I've answered your basic questions about the course. Feel free to contact me directly if you'd like to hear more. Thanks again for your time. I hope to meet you in my class one day.